Welcome to the race by race preview for Sha Tin on Sunday. 10 race program with a 1 o'clock start, and group racing takes the feature stages with a Group 1 and a Group 3. We're going to preview the first for you in just a moment. Firstly, joined in the studio by Paul Lally and Tom Wood. And Tom, outside the group racing, what do we got?
Yeah, we've got some competitive races coming up, Mark. Plenty of nice up-and-coming horses. Some more clues again for the 4-year-old series, because I don't think we got too many clues out of the mile the other day. But some interesting horses going around right through the program. Number of first starters too.
There is, and there is a jackpot too, Paul.
Yeah, there's 1.9 million going into the 6-up win bonus, so that should get up to about 5 million. For that particular bet type. It's always a popular one as well. As you say, there's a few that you could probably banker throughout the card. There's a couple of shorties, I think, some young up-and-coming ones, as we talked about.
The first race, however, is a very, very open race. It is a Class 5 over the 1,400 metres, and it gets underway at 1 o'clock. Noir Rider is on the class drop. Asian 1 is a last start winner. He carries an extra £5. Easy Life wears a hood for the first time. Beauty Nova, an extra £2 on his back after running second to Asian 1. Hunky Dory's had a stable change now with Chris So. Encore goes to the 1,400 for the first time. And Earnest Feeling, Tom, has the wide draw again. Of course, Sea Monarch is unretired.
He is. He's back for another go-round as Sea Monarch. He might even lead this race up here. Paul with Noir Rider, who's got pace but has got barrier 13. He was first up for 4 months last start. And Chiron shouldn't be too far away from barrier number 1. He's led in the past also.
Yeah, it's interesting with Noir Rider because he's kept stepping up to 1,400 metres, and he has sort of raced over 1,000, 1,200 and led. But as you say, he's got that wide draw. Sea Monarch's gone forward in a recent trial as well. So probably see those two leading. Earnest Feeling might have to go back with one step ahead.
He's in our first replay here, Paul. Earnest Feeling. He finds the line quite well here. The winner's in front of him at this stage, though. Yeah,
which is Asian 1, who does go in for me. I'm not going to put Earnest Feeling in. He's hit the line strongly enough here, but we've seen this before. He's a long-time maiden, but I thought Asian 1 ran really nicely. He has run second of 42, so even though with the increase in weight, he has run second in a Class 4 before, stays in the grade. So he's definitely going in for me.
It was a nice effort from Asian 1 because he had barrier 11. He's shoved out a little further this time in barrier number 14. I thought he was one of the main players. So too Beauty Nova, who's up for start 20 without winning.
Encore, Tom. His recent turf form has seen him not too far off the money. He did finish down the track with a cut leg on the all-weather, but the beaten margins on the turf are relatively minor for a Class 5 race.
He only beaten a length and a half last start. This race, of course, won by Happy Trio, and he was sort of midfield on the fence and didn't mind the way, stayed on between runners. Happy to go without Easy Life.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to go with this horse on top, though. I thought it was a really good run from him, Encore. He's getting there. He's only at 11 starts, so he's had a few less convictions in some of these.
Karis Teaton on board for Danny Shum, who was in good form at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Finally, Paul, we've got Ho Ho Jr., who raced wide in this. This was Corum's best run in Hong Kong. Do we go with him again or just wait and see?
Well, I didn't go with him last time. I'm still happy to wait and see. But again, he's only had the 12 starts, Quorum. And as you say, he might be getting there by All Too Hard is Quorum. And Ho Ho Jr. is the other one. He hasn't banked a check yet, but this is his best run.
And as Mark said, he was wide throughout, covered some ground. This race was won by Smart Folks. In the end, considering the ground he covered, he actually wasn't too far away there. So I actually didn't mind his effort. Vincent Ho rides from barrier 11 for David Hall.
It's almost get the dart out and throw it at the board, isn't it?
Yeah, there's plenty of chances in this race, that's for sure. I'm going to go with Encore, though. He's only had the 11 starts here in Hong Kong, and his best run was his last start. Beauty Nova and Asian 1 coming out of the same race, and one step ahead. Like, he's consistent. He can be running on, and he's won a couple of times in this grade before. 9-7 to 11.
I'll go with Ho Ho Jr. here. You'd want to price about him, though, because his form hasn't been overly great from his 8 starts here, and he actually ran okay, I thought, last start. So Ho Ho Jr., Beauty Nova, Encore goes in, and Asian 1 the other one, 6, 7, 9 and 2.
And that is race number 1, the Class 5 over the 1,400 metres.